Did you know that reading to kids from day one is one of the leading indicators of their future success? Not only are they in school longer, they attend more advanced education, and they end up making more money, statistics show. It's crucial that we read to our kids from their itty-bitty days for the rest of their life. Did you know that reading to babies helps support their social and emotional development as they hear and see the change in your voice and expression? It grows their social development and their thinking skills as they engage and look and point and touch and interact with all the things in a book. It also improves language skills for babies, toddlers, and young readers. They copy sounds, they recognize patterns, and they're always learning words. Reading books also teaches social awareness and empathy. You're sharing stories of others and expanding their world to so many possibilities. Another thing that reading to little kids does is it creates neurological connections. These are forged through the positive and affirming physical touch that often accompanies snuggling up with a good book. These pathways are built in the brain and create deeper learning connections of knowledge and the feeling of safety in all of our kids. But no matter how old your kid is, it's important that they hear us read aloud. Whether you have a high schooler or a little one, reading stories or chapter books together can create incredible memories and a positive relationship with literacy. I get asked a lot about finding the perfect book for kids, one that's just right, not above or below their reading level. But you know what? It's okay if you buy a book that's too young or too old for your kid. It's how you engage with the book together that truly matters. You could grab one that's ahead of their reading level, but read it together. Or you could grab one that's a little bit below to instill confidence because those kids know the words. It's not as much about the exact book, but about their experience with it. Our job as parents, caregivers, teachers, relatives, friends, mentors is to make reading fun. The simple act of sharing something together is what creates those positive emotions and connections with learning, reading, and literacy. If you'll notice, so many of our books have interactive elements like flaps or slides or pages that fold out. This is because doing something with your hands, a kinesthetic movement, is what's so key in helping learners retain information. Not only are they seeing the words, reading them, or hearing your voice, they're having something to do with their hands. This creates muscle memory that again creates those pathways in the brain, allowing knowledge to be soaked in and absorbed by their little brains. You'll also notice something that's key to Usborne Books More titles. You will find small packets of information, not huge, overwhelming paragraphs. That's because kids learn best when it's bite-sized information. It's things they can sit and read in one setting, things that they can absorb in just a few seconds. They aren't overwhelmed by all the information. They're able to absorb it because it's kid-friendly. Now, we never dumb down information because kids are smart. They're capable of so much more. So we don't want to dumb down the information. We just want to present it in a way that's accessible to kids. We create books that kids want to read, ones they can learn from, enjoy, and be proud to own. Now, if you're anything like me, our kids are inundated with screens all the time, especially this year with so many things happening virtually. Activity books are a great break from all of that screen time. But don't think we only have things for little kids. Our chapter book series go from independent to confident to even young adult readers. I know there's something that each one of your readers will fall in love with.